Well, continuing our coverage on the impacts of the tariffs. When it comes to them, there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding how they will impact the prices of everyday items. Local businesses who sell the items you eat, drink, or use every day are bracing for impact. Madeline Mullins joins us in studio now and has more on how businesses are preparing for the changes.
Well, coffee is something many of you drink every day, whether you're making it at home or treating yourself to an iced latte. But the coffee shops I spoke to today tell me that regardless of how you get your pick-me-up every morning, you will see changes. That is because most of the coffee we drink here in the United States comes from other countries like Brazil, Colombia, Vietnam, and Indonesia. Those countries now facing tariffs between 10 and 46%.
Can't really grow coffee in the United States, so it's going to have a pretty big impact. And coffee provides over 2.2 million jobs in the United States, and so it's going to impact a lot of lives and a lot of livelihoods.
And if you're thinking to yourself, coffee is already pretty expensive, you're not wrong. Coffee shops tell me prices have been rising and that they anticipate that to continue to happen.
We raised our prices a little bit in January every year, but then we also did a little bit of a bump in the spring as well, just in anticipation of knowing that there could be some more price increases this year. And so I think you're going to see that other coffee shops and a lot of my colleagues have already planned on raising prices slightly.
And not only do the beans come from other countries, so do the equipment used to roast and grind the beans and brew the coffee, which is why those in the coffee business tell me that consumers can expect to see prices go up. And it's not just coffee shops that are preparing for the tariffs. So are local farmers who could be impacted both by an increase in the material they buy and potential retaliatory tariffs that could be set on their goods. One wheat farmer I spoke to today tells me that an increase on prices on material like fertilizer and tractors, coupled with the risk of retaliatory tariffs that would impact around 90% of his product, is a concern.
World wheat scenario is pretty competitive, and just a few pennies here and there can make a difference as to whether or not the United States or the Pacific Northwest gets a sale or not. And so anything that would decrease the competitiveness of our wheat is a concern.
Andrew Juris is telling me that many of his peers are considering leaving the farming business because of the status of the agriculture industry. And again, farmers I spoke to today who sell their product locally say that they expect prices to go up as imported goods become scarce and the demand for local produce increases. In studio, I'm Madeline Mullins for News Now.